What's up, Rebels? It is Chunky Monkey 40 here, back with Pete. Today we're going to go check out the Smokey and the Bandit film locations. We're here in the Duke Room, and we're going to take... What are we taking today?
We're taking my Challenger, because it's black and it's got a CB antenna.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
We're taking the Bandit Challenger. Be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're taking a break from Driving Traveler, but this is still an episode of Traveler because we are still on the road. So yeah, this is going to be sweet, man.
Eastbound and down.
Loaded up and trucking. And guess what? We're going to do what they say can't be done.
That's it.
This Challenger is so sick, dude. I love it.
It's pretty quick for what it is, too.
Yeah. He's even got a CB radio in here, too. Break 'em on, break 'em on. I might be crazy, but I sure ain't dumb. Chunky Monkey 40 coming at the hazard night. Y'all out there? There's going to be a trucker out there. Fuck off, kid. What year is this thing?
14.
14? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just your basic RT 6-speed. I wanted that. No options, just fast and a stick.
That's the way to go. The Flint River, oh my god.
Yeah, this is the actual river that they jumped in the Trans Am, except it's a little bit further upriver.
Huh.
But that's the Flint River Bridge, is actually what it is in real life.
It's funny too, because I live just south of Flint, Michigan. The first film location we wanted to see was Atlanta's Lakewood Fairground. Now, Burt Reynolds and the Lakewood Fairground had quite the history together in the 70s and 80s. The Lakewood Fairgrounds was established in 1916 and entertained local Southerners for many years as both a fairground and an antiques market. And then those right there are actually the grandstands. They're still there from Smokey and the Bandit. You can see the stands in the last scene when Bandit, Frog, and Snowman approach Big and Little Enos about getting their money for doing the run. Unfortunately, because of the big fences around it, this was the best angle I could get. But in the movie, you could see the stands at this angle when Bandit drives off in Big Enos's car. That's actually the grandstands. There would have been a ton of semi-trucks right here, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, all through here would have been semi-trucks for Smokey and the Bandit.
Let's go to the exact trees where the Bandit would have been on the hammock at.
Yep.
Right over there is where Burt Reynolds would have laid, lifted up his hat, and did that famous laugh that we all know and love in Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, I love your suits. It must be a bitch getting a size 68 extra fat and a 12 dwarf.
I came to make a deal.
That's cool as hell.
The camera on Smokey and the Bandit, he's laying right here in the hammock. But what building do you see in the background on Smokey and the Bandit? You see those two red towers.
Oh, dude.
And you can see it perfectly in here.
It's like a legend and an out-of-work bum look a lot alike, Daddy.
And,
that's crazy.
That is the old Lakewood Fairgrounds. And the roller coaster used to actually be to the left.
During its years as a fairground, Lakewood's biggest attraction was the Greyhound roller coaster. The Greyhound was put out of service in 1974. The roller coaster sat in decayed for years. You can actually see it in a few shots in Smokey and the Bandit 1. When it came time to take down the roller coaster, Hal Needham, director of the Smokey and the Bandit franchise, asked if he could take it down for a scene in Smokey and the Bandit 2. So that chase you see in the second Bandit movie, where Buford T. Justice chases Bandit under the roller coaster, causing it to collapse, that happened here at the Lakewood Speedway. So here's a cool trivia fact about this spot right here. If you know anything about Dukes of Hazzard and Smokey and the Bandit, you'll know that there's one scene with John Schneider in Smokey and the Bandit. Now you might not be able to easily pick him out, but he is in the movie. Right up at the top of that hill at the end of Smokey and the Bandit 1, Bandit drives away in Big Enos's Cadillac. Buford then starts chasing after him, but the tire falls off of his cop car and rolls into the crowd. Now, in that shot, that tire hit John Schneider in the leg.
Wait for me! Don't leave me! Who's gonna hold your hand? Eastbound and down.
Now, John Schneider wasn't the only Dukes of Hazzard cast member with a role in Smokey and the Bandit. Do y'all remember Crazy Cooter? That's right. Good old Ben Jones had a small role in the beginning of Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, where might I find the bandit?
I ain't seen him.
Over there behind his rig.
And so did Sonny Schroyer. He played Enos on the Dukes of Hazzard. He pulled the snowman over and, well, I'm sure he regretted that traffic stop.
Yeah, I know that.
You be careful, you hear?
You all right? Yeah. Son, don't you know this ain't Sandy? Thanks a lot.
After Lakewood closed its doors as an antique market in October 2006, the property sat vacant for a couple years until the media production team EUE Screen Gems obtained it in May of 2010 to build a studio complex. This included building office spaces and sound stages. Today, the studio is home to productions such as Marvel's Black Panther and one of my favorite shows, Netflix's Stranger Things. Dude, so I think we're looking right now at one of the police cars from Stranger Things up there. Hawkins Police Department. And then right there, that could be the RV from The Walking Dead. I'm not totally sure. I don't really know. There's some more cars up there. So after doing some research, I found out that these are in fact screen-used cars from Stranger Things Season 4. Now at the time I filmed this, Stranger Things 4 was not yet out. But from what I can make out, spoiler alert by the way, I know for a fact that the two cop cars were of course Hawkins police cars, but I discovered that the RV was not from The Walking Dead. It was actually the one that Eddie and Steve stole with the kids in episode 9. And the Roane County Coroner van was in fact in episode 2 and 3 of season 4. Then the other couple cars I could make out was Nancy's station wagon. You could see that blue station wagon with the wood paneling. It's sort of hard to see, it's kind of in the back. And the maroon car in the back is also Steve Harrington's car. You could see that car in the episode Dear Billy, and the blacked out car with the tinted windows. That car was used in the very last scene of the episode when Joyce and Hopper finally arrived back in Hawkins after having escaped a Russian prison. So I think it's pretty cool I saw all these cars in person and I figured I'd include it in this video. Mercedes, I don't know what that could be from, but that's cool. I wonder what that building's from, the one that's all burned up. It's a prop from something because it's a set.
Definitely.
They did an interior shot for something here recently.
Looks like they're breaking windows or the windows are getting shot out or something.
It's an abandoned building. That could be Stranger Things or I don't know. You could see a little bit inside. I really do wonder what that building is used for.
So I always try to tell people, hey, if you watch it, go in the comments, write in the comments what you think you might recognize.
Definitely leave comments always. We are at the spot where the restaurant used to stand, where Buford came running in to get a Diablo sandwich, and he's in a goddamn hurry.
Yep.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Yeah, so this is Forest Park, Georgia. Everything you see in this picture is gone. These buildings back here, there's a pad there. You can see where they might have been.
So this is it right here.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really see it. We can see it.
Man, the hill and the guardrails, all that's left. Yeah. And then this would have been the parking lot.
Yeah. It would have. This whole front would have been the parking lot. I mean, the road is in the same spot. Everything's in the same spot, so everything...
Would the restaurant have been right here, like where Wendy's is?
Yeah, you're right.
So then this is where the Bandit would have been parked, is right in this area over here.
Yeah, somewhere right where this telephone pole is. That's where the sign looks like it was. The telephone pole wasn't here. Yeah, the restaurant would have been on that corner because it would have been on the main road. So this would have been the parking area for the trucks and whatnot.
And now it's all gone. Something that's really crazy is that they actually rebuilt this restaurant about 2 hours away in North Georgia. Sometime along in the Traveler series, on my way to Tennessee, I will be stopping at that restaurant and I will get lunch there. Maybe I'll try a Diablo sandwich. I don't even know what a Diablo sandwich is, but I might try it.
16 paranoia-filled days later.
The original may be gone, but here I am at the Old Hickory House. Badass four-wheeler. This is a replica of the restaurant from Smokey and the Bandit. The original obviously has been taken down, but we're gonna go check out the replica. This is awesome, and they got the Diablo sandwich sign right there, right as you walk in. This is cool.
4 months ago,
Huh.
they redone that scene here.
That's right, yeah, I'm actually friends with both of them.
Tim?
And Uncle Jesse was here too, yep, Tim,
Who's
and then...
Uncle Jesse? Is that the one who played?
No,
Sheriff?
David Daniels, he was here. He looks like Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so they came and recreated the famous scene from Smokey and the Bandit.
Can I have some cheeseburgers to go and a glass iced tea?
Yeah, okay. Just keep your eye out for that bandit. Let me have a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something?
What was that?
We got no time for that crap.
Diablo, Doc.
Thinking that, lady.
You're welcome.
You must be in a hell of a hurry, huh, Sheriff?
You bet your half on that, boy.
Oh, let me get that. You got a little mess there. Don't wait for an officer.
Much fire.
Who are you chasing? Somebody chasing you?
Nobody's chasing me, boy. I'm chasing a goddamn maniac. I'm all the way from Texarkana, all the way here.
What is it? Bank robber?
Bank robber? Bank robbing's baby shit compared to what this dude's been doing. Almost killed 20 law officers, driving through people's backyards, knocking down mailboxes, got a broad in the car, took her across state lines, and that's a manhunt. And I don't think he's got a permission, and that's kidnapping. How's that for hijinks? Whoa.
Oh no. Let me pay for it. You're an officer of the law.
Much obliged. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's the can? I gotta take a squirt.
Right back there.
Hey.
So right as you walk in, it literally looks identical to what you saw in Smokey and the Bandit. Right here is where they would have sat in the original building, but obviously this is the replica. This is really cool, the pictures of them recreating the scene here. That's actually the owner of the new Old Hickory house. Somebody photoshopped him into this picture for his birthday. Then there's Buford and Bandit enjoying a Diablo sandwich. Oh, that is cool. Picture of the Bandit car signed by Burt Reynolds. That's cool. And the Bandit as well. Another good picture of him. I love the horns right over there. As y'all know, I got horns on the front of my truck. Those actually look, they're bigger, but they're the same concept as the ones on my truck. Mine just have a cowboy hat right there instead of what is that? That's a cowboy riding a horse. I'm gonna get me some food. Let's see how good the Old Hickory house is. Here's the menu right here. Hey, we got a lot of different options. I mean, a lot. I'm gonna have to choose wisely what I get. I was just joking when I told them to make it in a goddamn hurry. But hey, we got it. Grilled chicken sandwich, only bacon and lettuce. This bacon on here is massive too. It's gonna be good. Awesome. We're in a goddamn hurry. We gotta go. It's locked. Unlock it. We're in a goddamn hurry. Go, Bandit, go!
Oh my God! Skunk, are you gonna be talking out of your ass?
Daddy, the top came off.
See that red building right there?
Yeah.
You will see that in the background, right there, that red building. That building was there in 1977.
Daddy, the top came off.
No shit.
Buford was actually coming up this way. He was coming towards us.
From this way?
Yep, he was coming towards us on this road right here.
Oh, this one, okay.
Yep.
But right about here, Buford would have started skidding, coming this way, and then right here. Daddy, the top came off. That happened right here. This is actually also the road that leads straight into Texarkana. Texarkana was actually Jonesboro, Georgia. We'll be there in just a moment. The snowman, followed by the Bandit, would have been seen coming straight up from this way, headed straight down Main Street in Texarkana, parking right here in front of the Coors Distribution Center. And you see that sign right there that says Clayton County? In the movie, they would have put a different one up that said Texarkana. The building that is now the Clayton Arts Gallery in Jonesboro, Georgia, was once used as a Coors beer storefront in the first Smokey and the Bandit film. Now, a lot of people think that the original building was torn down, but that's not true. The art gallery that now owns it just built a lobby area in front of the original building. If you take a look through one of the windows, you can actually see the original building inside. This is where the glass door was that Bandit would have initially tried to open. But since the door was locked, him and the snowman would have proceeded to the right to try more doors. This hallway opening you see right here was where all of the Coors beer was. And while the snowman was right here struggling to get the double doors open, Bandit was just over to the left on the other side of this wall in the process of kicking down this door. And after a few hard kicks, he made it through.
Hey, want a beer?
If you actually go on the other side and look at the side of the building, you can actually see how far they pulled this building outwards.
Oh yeah, right here's the original building.
Yep, the original building starts at that line right there.
Man, and you can tell too that this all right here is the original building. That's it. In there was Coors beer. What's left of it anyways. So somewhere in this area right here would have been where the snowman's house was. The only somewhat remnant from Smokey and the Bandit that you could pinpoint is this house over here that you could see in the background. There's one tree over there, and then there's another tree right there. The rig would have pulled somewhere right through here. And so that leaves this is where the snowman's house would have stood. There's nothing left of the snowman's house. Oh shit, the door. Oh my god, I left the door open. Surprised the dinger didn't go off. Oh my god, I got that on video too, hell yeah. Did you? Here's a little list of all the locations that we know of from Smokey and the Bandit. Next we're gonna go to the jump scene. So this right here is the road where they would have drove down headed to the Flint River. The road I guess would have went originally that way a little bit.
Yeah, it would have went like on an angle like right about here, but you can't even tell where
there
it went.
it was.
It's literally right in here.
Huh. That probably was the path, and then up there is the Mulberry Bridge jump. Oh wow, is that
There's
it?
the pillars.
Wow. There you go, guys. Right there is where the original Mulberry Bridge jump happened. They would have came from over there. It's all for the most part still there. It'd be cool to go down there in like a boat or something, like a rowboat.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
But we're gonna actually walk right on that grass right there, where the last pillars are. We're gonna walk right out to it.
Cool, hell yeah, let's get to it.
There's only one part that's gonna suck when you walk through here, but once you make it past that bush, you're good. Only bad thing about this whole trip right here.
Just go backwards.
Yeah.
Whew. So here at U-Haul, they actually have a gate here to go to this spot. This is where the car would have landed on Smokey and the Bandit after they had jumped Mulberry Bridge, which is right here. Man, this is really beat up, but this used to be the road. This literally was the road. We're standing in the road. This is cool. This is literally the Mulberry Bridge jump right here. Damn, this is way bigger than what James Smith jumped for John Schneider's Stand On It movie. In case you didn't know, John Schneider did a Smokey and the Bandit remake film, Stand On It, and in that movie they recreated the Mulberry Bridge jump. I'll put a video up on the screen of what the spot they jumped it at looked like, and then I'll play the jump right now. Whoa! It was a pretty far jump, but I don't think it was as far as the original. I couldn't imagine jumping this. This is massive. Way up there, I'll have to zoom in on it in the editor, but way up there, that's the other side of the bridge. That's where the Bandit would have gotten its air and jumped all the way across the river and then landed right over there.
That is far.
It's very far. I feel like there was more of the bridge. So I feel like the bridge that was over there, there was still some bridge left over on that side. That since collapsed on top.
Because the cop car literally fell into like the water area. This river really floods a lot.
Yeah.
So every time it floods,
or maybe the water line was higher. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah. Oh, dude, wait. We could probably get a piece off of this.
Now hold it up right in front of there. Yep, there's a documentation. It came right from that post.
Right from that post on Mulberry Bridge. This is sweet.
Wow, it still smells like.
This is
still
sweet.
Smells like creosote.
What's that?
The creosote is what they use to preserve beams, especially since they're putting them in the water.
Crazy Pete's grabbing the nails.
We got one.
Maybe you should go by Crazy Pete.
Crazy Pete. You know, that was back. Wait a minute, you're right. You know, my nickname, they used to call me Crazy Coaches.
Huh.
When
There
I was
you
younger,
go.
Crazy coaches. 2 nails
Sweet.
from the Mulberry / Flint River Bridge in Jonesboro, Georgia. Which one you want?
I want
Straight
this
or
one.
bent one?
I want the bent one.
That one's got character.
Yeah, I like this one. Really quick, I just wanted to give you guys a better look at the pieces of Mulberry Bridge that I got. Me and Pete both got a piece of wood and a nail from Mulberry Bridge. Those are really cool. They're like the centerpieces of my collection. Same with the Smokey and the Bandit Funko Pop. I think that thing is really, really cool. I wish they'd make Dukes of Hazzard Funko Pops. I'll be making a video about those shortly. But yeah, I think the pieces of Mulberry Bridge is really cool. It goes great alongside my chunk of cinder block from the original Boar's Nest. I found this block in the woods behind the Boar's Nest in Covington, Georgia. So these were screen used on the Dukes of Hazzard and Smokey and the Bandit. I just think that's really cool. I hope y'all are enjoying the video so far. If you'd like to support me on YouTube, then be sure to go and check out chunkymonkey40.com/shop to get yourself some awesome Chunky Monkey 40 merchandise. I got shirts on there. The Stay Rebel shirt I personally think is the coolest one, but I also have Orange Cars Matter posters, stickers, and shirts. And my favorite thing on the website is they call me the General because I generally don't give a fuck. I got stickers and koozies of this on there. If you want to go get yourself some, chunkymonkey40.com. Every purchase from the website helps me out greatly on my YouTube journey. Anyways though, guys, there's a little bit of video left, so let's get back to it. Cheers.
That's pretty cool.
A fossil of human history, a bottle cap and some concrete. From Mulberry Bridge, the next location we're gonna go see is Fred's Pond. He actually has it in his GPS. This is the road that they would have drove on in Smokey and the Bandit. They're now widening it massively. The original road would have been on that side over there.
There's like almost like a pathway. It's like the trees, you can see there, looks like there would have been something through there.
Oh,
that's this road right here.
What?
This road, the road used to be farther in, so these cop cars were
they would have had the roadblock
blocked right here.
Right there.
He literally just did a U-turn right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this dirt road on the camera used to cut through right there.
That's neat.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop right here for a minute. Down here is where, if you look up ahead, right about, you're gonna see that pickup truck going. You're gonna see the road that comes through over here.
And that's where he would have picked up Frog.
Yep.
No kidding. How crazy. And then they did their U-turn on the same road.
Yep.
And alongside picking up Frog,
Sorry, I don't want to get married.
Terrific. That makes 2 of us.
this is also where that blue van would have pulled up to strip down Frog's car, and also where Buford would have kicked them all in the butt right there looking for the bandit.
Whoops.
All this happened right here, and it for the most part looks exactly the same, except for obviously the woods are way overgrown.
You know what's funny about my car? It's a completely blacked out Challenger. It has a CB antenna on the back. Well, a lot of younger folk really don't know what CB antennas are. The funny thing about Clayton County, Georgia, they have an all blacked out Challenger along with a Chrysler 300 Hemi. Has the big hood scoop on it. Both cars are police cars. Really gotta watch out for them. I get people all the time when I'm parked on the side of the road, they slow down thinking I'm a cop.
That's funny.
They know the Challenger's here.
And then here you are just driving all around just looking at shit. Breaking the law.
Yeah, breaking the law. See, now they really screwed up this area right here.
But this was Fred's Pond right here, guys.
It looks nothing like it.
Yeah, that's nothing like it did.
They're widening the road to a 4-lane, and it was a whole lot different here where the main road was.
Right here, Snowman's rig would have been parked somewhere. But the Snowman had a dog named Fred, and Fred was a basset hound just like Flash from the Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, I love it, I love it. But right over here somewhere would have been the spot where Fred, Snowman's dog, would have went running into the pond.
Fred, I'm so damn tired of picking you up. Fred, you make me come after you. Get over here, Fred.
What is the matter with you, Fred?
After spending the day exploring some of the Smokey and the Bandit filming locations, Pete and I decided to take a break, so we headed back to his house, swapped out the black Challenger for the General Lee, then headed downtown Covington, Georgia to hang out for the night. Covington, Georgia is the town where they shot the Dukes of Hazzard. If you'd like to watch a video I did giving a tour of the Dukes of Hazzard filming locations, I'll leave a link to that down below in the description. But at the end of the night while headed home, there was one last location that Pete wanted to show me in downtown McDonough, Georgia. There's cops right there, blue lights flashing everywhere. And generally just casually goes by.
This is downtown McDonough, Georgia.
Wow. Dude, that is awesome. I gotta get a picture in there.
Keep that thing on, and what we'll do is we're gonna take a quick walk and we're gonna end our videos.
Yes, guys, we are in Pete's General Lee. How often can I say I just jumped out the window of the General Lee?
Down that road, right at this light. It's a one-way, but if you were to take a right, Snowman would have drove his rig down that road, and about a half mile on the left-hand side, there used to be a gas station. That's where Snowman pulled up with the rig to get some fuel for the truck, and he went in, he grabbed like a sandwich or something. He got into that fight, and they threw him out the door, and he came out and ran over the bikes.
And that gas station's right over there?
Yep, and the gas station's right over there.
Man. I forgot that Pete talked about this location when we shot the video, but I never ended up actually going there. So I figured I'd get on Google Maps and kind of show you guys where it was. So the Snowman would have came from that way, which is up in McDonough, Georgia, right up there. And he would have pulled in right here, parking at the pumps, which were right there under this canopy that used to be right there. And he would have walked straight through here, all the way up to these two doors. There was red doors right there, and he would have walked in there, got into the bar fight, and eventually gotten punched in the face and thrown out the doors, landing right about there. And the motorcycles would have been parked probably somewhere in this area. I just figured that'd be pretty cool to show in this video. The location looks abandoned, but it's located at Rogers and Macon Street. Here's the most recent street view from April 2022. The building appears to be vacant, but just because it looks to be abandoned doesn't mean that you shouldn't be respectful if you do go to this location. So right here, the bandit would have creeped around a restroom building right here, where he would have smiled at the camera and drove off that way. And it's kind of cool that the sidewalk literally almost follows the path of Burt Reynolds. And right about in the spot where Bandit did the smile, a beautiful American flag flies. That is it for this video. You guys just saw the last clip of when we went through McDonough to go and see the spot where Bert smiled at the camera and then drove off. We went there at nighttime in the General Lee because we wanted to, you know, continuity's sakes, go see it at nighttime. You know, it's cooler that way. But this is Mulberry Bridge, and this has been my episode of Traveler, seeing all the Smokey and the Bandit film locations. There's not a whole lot, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much, Pete Shane.
And to think, man, there was a Trans Am flying over my head.
Right? Literally. I still can't fathom how big that fucking jump was. Like, that is insane. Even if it was from that riverbank, think about this, guys. This part right here was still up. There was still some bridge left over here. But they did that jump and they cleared this and then landed somewhere right about this area, right where you were standing, basically. And they landed right there. Like, that is insane.
It's hot, man. Sweating.
Yeah, I know. It's
so
terrible.
hot.
Oh my God. Yeah, you are sweating big time.
Watch this, watch this.
Oh, damn.
This is what I get for leaving Connecticut and moving down to Georgia.
Oh, shit.
Sweating.
But all right, guys, without setting out of the way, I am Sweaty Monkey 40 with Sweaty Pete. That's your nick.
Sweaty Pete.
That should be your fucking
dude, I sweat like a
channel name. But all right, guys, without setting out of the way, this has been another episode of Traveler. Stay rebel, y'all.
Just some good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw. Trouble nothing lost since the day they were born. They straightened the curves, they flattened their heels. Well, someday